What's that sound? It's for amusement only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast.
Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. Continuing our exploration of 1947. This isn't exactly a series, but I just happened to find this other oddity and thought I would bring it up. 1947's Chicago coin gold ball is another flipperless wood rail, which has a unique gimmick or feature in that one of the balls is golden, and that ball scores double playfield points for everything that it runs through. So if something is 50,000, it scores 100. If something is 5,000, it scores 10, etc. What's really interesting about this is that I don't see what mechanism it's using. I assume it's using some kind of magnet in order to sense this, but I don't see it from the small pictures on IPDB. I am curious as to how this works, so if anyone out there happens to know, let me know. It's a pretty neat looking game. One of the things that's unusual about it is that it has multiple kick-out holes, and they do not all pulse at the same time based on score motor activity. They are individually controlled kickouts. This is unusual for the time, at least from competitors like Exhibit and United, which I am much more familiar with than Chicago Coin at this time period. The other really interesting thing is that they use a credit projection unit on this game. Anyone who has seen a 1940s era Gottlieb knows that they used a credit projection unit in order to display the remaining credits to play off on the back glass. However, I must have mistakenly assumed that this was a Gottlieb patent, because here's a Chicago coin machine using essentially the same mechanism. It looks like the plastic that they used is much more rugged than the very thin plastic film that Gottlieb used in their credit projection units. But other than that, it's the same design. The credit reel spins, and whatever number is punched out of the plastic has a light bulb behind it that shines through onto the back glass. This is magnified with a small lens directly in front of the lamp, and there you go. You get kind of a cool, wavery, flickery image of a number on the back glass. It tells you how many credits you have to play off. Now that I think about it, it's possible that Bally also used this, so this might have just been a common practice in the 40s, but regardless, one of the things that's really appealing about this game is the artwork. This was the time before Roy Parker was contracted only with Gottlieb, and the artwork is Roy Parker artwork. There's a scantily clad lady riding on a swing, as in every movie ever with some sort of burlesque scene. She is riding on a swing which is fashioned out of a gold ball. The back glass has a ton of mirroring in all the scores, and just is very presentable. It also has a deep blue base coat on the cab. Again, unusual. As I mentioned in last night's episode on Treasure Chest. Just a beautiful game, and I'm not sure how good a player it is, but the independently controlled kickers lead me to believe that it would be pretty fun and interesting to play. Also, probably more reliable. There's a reason why minigames use multiple solenoids now instead of just a single one. This gold ball, with its double scoring ball that automatically counted the score for you, is pretty cool. Of course, many of the bagatelles and early pin games that had a separately colored marble would score double or triple, but those were manually tallied. This one automatically calculates it long before Twilight Zone did a similar thing with its ceramic Powerball. So, that's all for tonight. Thank you again for joining me. My name again is Nick Baldridge. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com. And you can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, via RSS, on Facebook, on Twitter, at Bingo Podcast, on Instagram at nbaldridge, and on our website, which is foramusementonly.libsyn.com, on which you can purchase t-shirts, at least at the moment. Thanks very much. Talk to you next time.